Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's pour. Now tonight's pour is going to be a little bit different. I've done one similar to this before because this one is not going to be on a canvas. It's going to be on a skateboard deck, actually the bottom side of it, so the back side of it. Now I did this last year for an event for a fundraising event for an organization called the Twisted Foundation that raises money to buy toys for kids and that need toys. After talking with them, I thought it was just for in children's hospitals because I know they do that, but I think they do other, maybe kids in foster care or orphanage. They do a whole bunch of stuff. So the Twisted Foundation, and their toy drive is actually going to be December 9th in Greenville, Indiana at the Hancock County Fairgrounds. It's from 12 to 4 p.m. And so that's part of what happened last year. And these guys are really great, and I love what they do, this organization that they have. And so I did one last year for them on a skateboard deck, and then on one more on a regular canvas. And they supplied the Hot Wheels, and they supplied the stickers and everything, because it was a Moon Eyes pickup and then a Moon Eyes sticker. This year they asked me to do, I did a Moon Eyes one for them already and gave it to them. And then this year they wanted me to do this pink one, this El Camino or Ranchero, I don't know what it is. This isn't a Hot Wheels, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So we're doing this pink one. It's got some flames on it. We're not doing flames tonight though. So I'm doing a pink background, and then I'm going to do, which I'm going to be using actually a light magenta, which is a nice pink. And then for the effect at the back, I'm going to use some fluorescent pink, which is a little bit darker pink, which we want a little bit of dark in. We don't want a ton of dark. And then I'm going to use they suggest a little bit of blue. So I'm going to do just a hair of blue and then some white in there as well. Now with the effect coming back, I don't want it to be wild or anything too. I have some ideas of just kind of doing a little different. I'm not going to be using a real wide swath of, going out like that, like say this one back here, because a skateboard deck is beveled, or it slants down like this way. So I have to keep it pretty much on the top, because if it gets on the sides, the paint as it dries is going to run off and it's going to distort the pattern that I have. And then it also is off this way since it's upside down. If it was this way, it would pool in the middle, which isn't good for my art. And so it's just going to be a kind of a thin thing, but I'm kind of thinking, maybe a wavy type thing. I don't know. I'll come up with something on the fly, as I do many times. They also wanted me to put a pink ribbon on it for like breast cancer awareness, and so I don't have that yet. I ended up having to order one online, and it's not going to get here for a few more days, but I want to go ahead and paint. I can't use it anyway. So I've already mixed the paints. I've got some pink left over, and I'm probably not going to use the hair dryer. I'm going to use my straw to kind of blow it out. So I've already got the pink down on the skateboard itself. Now to prep it, since it's got 8 holes, 4 on this side for where you would mount the wheels if you were going to use it as a skateboard. So I filled those in with some like wood putty type stuff just to fill in the holes. And then it was kind of a slick wood. So I actually primered it with just a white spray paint. And so I got that down and dried. And so now we've got and I've already got the pink paint down on it. I've got it set up on a couple solo cups, so it's elevated high enough that it will go. And I'm gonna run it off, and I'm thinking about it, but I might run it off this end where it starts going down, so then it'll go into that. Pull it maybe a little bit. So all I have to do is adjust the camera and we can get started. All right, so here's our pink skateboard. As you can see, it's dripping off because it's going to be pulling paint because it's not flat. It goes down on the sides. So I'm going to start about right here because I want the car about right there. So we're going to start about right there. We're just going to go to there. I might run that off. We'll see. We'll see. Then I'm going to add the blue. I don't want a ton of blue. Probably got too much in there. And we're going to get the white. Get my trusty straw. Well, we'll add the pink in where we need it. We're going to put this pink down the middle. All right. I'm going to get this out of there. Hot pink in there. I don't need this white right here. Get the torch on here. I think I'm going to cover this up a little bit more. It's a little heavy. Well, let's see what that looks like. That's not bad. I do like that streak of pink in there, but we lost some right here. It's sinking a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit more through here. A little blue on each side of this. Just let it run down. Give her a torch. Put that about right there. All right. I like it. I like it. All right. Just a little bit of white in there. So hopefully this won't drag the paint along and pull a lot of it in. See a little bit, but but I like it. It's going to continue to drip and run, pull off the back, but that's fine. That doesn't have to be real heavy. I want the most of the design to be right in here anyway. And then we'll put the ribbon right in here. So when that dries, it's actually a sticker, so I can just put it on there. And we'll have a killer piece. And hopefully it'll raise at least as much as the one last year did, which I think it raised the skateboard I did last year they auctioned it off and it went for $400. So I'm hoping this one actually will bring more, and I'm sure they are too. But I like that. Well, let me get a little bit more pink in here. Just a little bit more. Hopefully that won't sink a whole lot, and we'll keep that nice little streak going right through there. That'll be great. And as always, the car will be right here. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, as you can see, this dried. It did run off a little bit on a few spots, but I sent a picture of it to the guys, and he said, yeah, go ahead and keep it like that. Don't repaint it. So he thought it would still look good. So I do like the straight line down here, and then it runs off here. Now I ordered this, what I thought was a sticker, and I thought it was smaller. But it's actually, and then it came a day late, so I was a little frustrated with that because Amazon's usually pretty quick. And it's a magnet, and it's thicker. So I ended up gluing it on there. So, and then instead of putting the car here, I'm going to put it here. So it's like coming through, pushing through. I was going to put it here, but then the ribbon just here, but it's too big. And I'm running out of time to order another sticker, not magnet. I don't know if I just didn't read it or not. Probably didn't read it. Thought I did. Thought I was ordering a sticker. Anyway, so I went ahead and measured this. It's 33 inches by 8 inches. So I put that in art resin calculator to figure out how much resin we're going to need. And it's 9 ounces. So I got 9 ounces. 9 ounces here. And so we're going to use this 9 ounces. And it's going to run fast, so because it's tapered. So I'm going to try to get this. I've got it taped on the back, so we're going to get this pretty good here. Just kind of get it spread real fast. If I can hold on to this thing. I thought actually this was not going to come till Tuesday, but it came today on Sunday. Today's Sunday. The event is actually next Saturday. So it would have got done in time, but I want them to have it in plenty of time to, you know, get it promoted, and because they do promote the artist and their the products, that the art that's going to be sold, so that they can have people really looking at it and seeing it. Okay, we've got it down there. Get my torch. I'm going to sit, excuse me, I'm going to sit down. I will tell you that I had my last craft fair of the year was yesterday. I did very well. I was not really expecting a whole lot because I have done this show a number of times. As a matter of fact, probably, well, they have a spring and a winter, you know, the Christmas one and a spring one. And so I've always done I've probably done the Christmas one about 4 or 5 times. And then I've done the spring one a couple of times only, because I haven't always had the spring. I've always had the winter one. I don't know if I made the first spring one. I think I had something already booked the first year they did it. But, so yeah. So yeah, but so I was able to do that yesterday, the winter one, the holiday bazaar. And so the reason I keep track of, you know, my sales and everything, and so, and I have them all in my phone, and so I looked back at what I had made in the spring one at this event, because it's the same people putting it on. It's the high school. They're in town, and put on by the same people. And so I looked at the spring one, and I looked at the same event last year for the Christmas one. And modest sales, not the best that I've done, but not the worst either. So I went in just expecting, you know, a good day, but nothing spectacular. And I ended up doing more yesterday than the last two put together. So I was very happy. I sold my Pink Floyd. I sold my Turtle. I sold my black and white Batmobile painting with the two Batmobiles on it, and a couple of my 12 by 36, my larger pieces, and some 12 by 12s, and I think one 8 by 10, and a couple other more, and potentially a couple of commission pieces. And one guy had his son with him, and he was going to get it for his son as a present, so he didn't want him, since he was with him, he didn't want to pick it up then, so he's going to contact me this week and pick it up. So I'm just looking real quick to see if I can see any more bubbles. Yeah, there's some down here. Get those bubbles out. If I come out this way, yeah. Oh, that was weird. Those bubbles weren't popping, even with the heat on it. So I drug it out, and then I went this way at it instead of this way, and they popped. Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm actually resining this on my paint table only because I have the cups here, and I guess I could have put it over there at my other table, but when this resin hardens, I'll be able to peel it up, or I could just leave it on there. Doesn't matter if it piles up. All right, I think I have all the bubbles popped. I see something right there. All right. Oh, yeah, I think I got it. Alrighty. This actually, since it's beveled and running off, it might have probably a little thinner coat of resin than normal, but it still will work. So we have our car, so we're going to place it right in there. I want to make sure I get the right angle of it. think that looks pretty cool. Alrighty, I think that will do her. If you like this one, hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And as always, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And thanks for watching.